Good morning. My name's Chris Brown. I'm a consultant with Morgans Financial. We're at the 2016 Noosa Mining Conference. It's the second day today. I'm here with Barry Cahill, the Managing Director of Finders Resources, which is developing a copper mine on Wetar Island in the Indonesian province of Maluku. Barry, can you tell us a little bit about where the project is at this stage?
Yeah, thanks, Chris. The project's just commissioned our new 25,000 tonne per annum plant, and we're currently ramping up to our nameplate capacity. We're about 2/3 of the way there, and we're pretty pleased with our progress to date. And we're really moving along producing copper.
Barry, you've been operating in Indonesia now with a smaller plant, 3,000 tonnes a year for 2 or 3 years. How do you find operating in Indonesia? It's a pretty remote location where you are.
Yeah, we're about 90 nautical miles north of Dili in East Timor, but we travel from West Timor by boat. There's no airplane there or airport. We've actually got about 500 people on the island nearby, within 4 kilometres. Very, very poor province, and we're probably the only company developing there. We've employed most of the population who require a job. We're looking after their medical. It's a malaria island. We're treating malaria. We're training up midwives and putting teachers into schools and doing a lot for the community. And we're producing a final product, copper cathode, out of that province, which is pretty amazing, that we produce 99.99% copper grade cathode out of a poor province, loaded onto a landing craft and then to send it to the major port of Surabaya, and we export it all over the world at the moment. So it's a really big achievement for the province and really helping the community move along.
You said that you've got a lot of local people employed. How many people on the site now, and have you finished construction? Does that drop off when you go into full production?
Yeah, most of the what we call the locals, which is the nearby village, remain employed. They're unskilled labour. We got top-up labour from construction from the surrounding villages, so we have to send out a boat basically and go to 2 villages down the coast and pick up 50 workers from here and 50 workers from there, and we employed them on short-term contracts, and now they've all been remobilised back to the village with a bit of money in their pocket, and they're quite entrepreneurial, and they'll start doing work back around their own villages. So we've even managed to inject a bit of money into the economy of villages 10, 20 kilometres away from where we are. So, but the locals, they all remain full-time employees with us. So there's about, as I said, there's about 500 nearby. Probably about 250 of those, and probably about 380 from the island itself, which will remain in full-time employment.
And what about pricing? I mean, at this stage, the copper price isn't thrillingly high. It's sort of around touch over $2. What are your costs like, and will you be profitable at these copper prices?
Oh yeah, you make me smile. We're going to produce copper for about $1 a pound. Current pricing's $2 to $2.50 a pound. But we've also got a hedge book, of course, that's worth about $40 million US in the money at the moment. So we're well covered on copper price. And as I say, $1 a pound producer, we're always going to be profitable. So very, very enviable position we are. And as I say, it's pretty pleasing to be able to stand here and say that.
And all mining companies like to talk about their safety statistics. You've been producing, as I say, for a few years there, and now you've gone through the construction phase into production. What are your safety statistics like, both for the operation and construction?
We haven't had a lost time injury for something like 760 days. So we went right through the construction process without a lost time injury. Our total injury frequency rate's about 2 per million man hours, which is a better rate than what you get in any site in Australia. It's Australian averages are well above that, and so we're pretty proud of that record. And the Indonesian workforce, both local and the nationals who are skilled, who come from other places, are very, very focused on safety. We're focused on safety, and we're very, very proud of our record.
Thanks, Barry. Thanks very much. Barry Cahill, the Managing Director of Finders Resources, talking about the Wetar Island Copper Project.